In today's video, I'll be trying to see how well I can control charcoal sticks exclusively to draw. Actually, it's not that deep. I can't really